to Unnecessary Roughness, FantasyAlarm.com. I'm your host, Barry Allen, /Ray Flowers. Let's take a look back at Week 7 with our Week 7 review, and let's start with the number of 52.3 as in the completion percentage of Andrew Luck in that game. Now, Luck has played 2 games in October since coming back from injury. 300 yards, 3 touchdowns both games. It's all good. Not really. Still not completing passes, under 57% for the season. His QB rating is 76. He quite frankly hasn't looked good, and that was evident in Week 7 action. He was reluctant to go downfield. He held on to the ball longer per pass attempt than any quarterback in football. Seemed very uncertain and indecisive. Andrew Luck is better than this. He's got weapons all around him. He has not looked sharp, even though physically he looks to be okay. It's a growing concern. He really has not looked good for the majority of the season. Big-time surprise for the young star of the Colts. Second number of the day is 2, as in the number of running backs that ran for 150 yards in Week 7. The first one is Lamar Miller, 14 carries, 175 yards, and a touchdown. He also caught 3 passes for 61 yards and another score. Over 235 yards of offense and 2 touchdowns in half a football game. The Dolphins obliterated the Texans. Miller played half a game. He could have had a historic effort if he'd been out there the entirety of that game. 2 weeks in a row now since the coaching change. He's looked very good. He's getting volume. 37 carries, 4 games previous to the coaching change, 33 since the coaching change in just 2 games. More volume, success, RB1 territory is where Lamar Miller's headed. Second guy to do that, the 150 yards, was DMC of the Cowboys. Joseph Randle got hurt in this game, so Christine Michael got a lot of work. Saw 7 snaps. 7 snaps for Christine Michael. This is, right now, DMC's backfield. Joseph Randle's got an oblique issue. He's probably going to miss a little bit of time. That's the expectation at this point. 29 carries, 152 yards, and a touchdown for DMC in Week 7. This is what you need to know. DMC is a must-add if he's available. Good for DMC. DMC will die if he's given the ball 30 times a week. I know it was working, but the Cowboys got to be very careful. If they blow him out, they're in a world of hurt. And then finally, the number of 3 as the number of wide outs that caught 2 touchdown passes in Week 7. Jarvis Landry, 5 catches, 83 yards, and 2 scores. On his 50-yard touchdown, he ran almost 100 yards, zigzagging all over the field. A great effort for him. Nate Washington, 9 catches, 127 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was basically DeAndre Hopkins, while Hopkins was Washington, catching 6 passes for 50 yards. And then we have the case of T.Y. Hilton, 4 catches, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. It looks great. Thing to note with Hilton, struggles of luck have hurt him as well. But before those 2 touchdown catches for Hilton, on 2 plays where the defensive back fell down, Hilton caught 2 of 13 targets for 17 yards. One of the most deceiving stat lines of the week was the 4, 150, and 2 for Hilton. Be careful that you're not looking at Hilton and thinking superstar. He really has settled into more of a wide receiver 2 in 2015. Ray Flowers, Big 3, Unnecessary Roughness. We're trying some new things out here. Hopefully whatever we're doing, you're coming to FantasyAlarm.com. I'm out. Talk to you later.